The A-League Men's 2023-24 season has arrived. Round one is upon us. So here's our predictions. We've got the new funky graphic here to help us with our predictions. And of course, the first game kicking us off on the Friday night is Adelaide v Mariners. These two teams met a bunch of times towards the end of last season. They played in that fantastic semi-final series, the two-legged series where Mariners, my team, Central Coast Mariners, came out in the end and went on to win the grand final. But how will this one turn out? Both teams have changed quite a bit. Adelaide United especially, losing Craig Goodwin, Louis Dorigo, One Day, George Blackwood. Central Coast Mariners, we know about their losses. They've lost the likes of Benny Cololo, Jason Cummings, and of course the star coach Nick Montgomery, who was so integral to that success for the Mariners last season. Do Mariners still have enough to challenge Adelaide on the road here, just like they did towards the end of last season? I think this one will be much closer. I think it will. This is the opening round is always so tricky to predict, and both of these teams will be finding their feet, with some new faces in the squads. Potentially Ryan Tunnicliffe to make a debut for Adelaide, the likes of Mikel Doca, Angel Torres to make their A-League debuts here for the Mariners potentially as well. It's a really hard one to call either way, so I'm just going to go for a draw, 2-2 draw. Look, Friday night games at Cooper Stadium are always entertaining matches. I could see this one being a high-scoring affair. Let's go 2-2. And on the Saturday, we've got 3 games coming up. It kicks off with Macarthur hosting Brisbane Roar. Brisbane, who are coming off such a fantastic Australia Cup run, making it all the way to the final itself, unfortunately losing out to Sydney FC and Macarthur FC. They picked up the wooden spoon last year in the A-League men's competition, but have really strengthened this team. Valerie Jaman coming in, looking to make his A-League men's debut in this game. This one will be a really fascinating contest, and I could see it going either way, but a 1-1 draw feels like a fair result. I was leaning more towards saying that Brisbane, we're going to get the win, but I think Macarthur at home, if they can get their home crowds up, continue to grow those home crowds, make Campbelltown Stadium a bit of a fortress for them this season. With the squad they have, they definitely should be winning games at home this season. This one, though, I think will end a 1-1 draw. Brisbane Roar are going to be really strong this year. Another team who are going to be strong this year are Melbourne City. As the same could probably be said about Western United, two teams who I'm predicting to finish in the top 6. These teams met in round 1 last year. City winning that one, and I've got the same result again, 2-1 to Melbourne City. Jamie McLaren has a fantastic record against Western United. Look, a lot of players that we're excited to watch on both sides. Melbourne City, you got to keep an eye out for the likes of Tolga Arslan, Hamza Saki, Marin Yakalish, these new guys coming in. Western United, Daniel Pena's returning, Rika Danzaki, Nikita Rukovica, all these guys back in the A-League. Could they, look, a win here against City would be huge, just to make a statement to the rest of the league to say that Western United are back. They missed out on finals this year, and a win against City would be huge for them, but I think Melbourne City will be too strong in the end. 2-1. City's rivals victory are heading up to Sydney to take on the Sky Blues, the reigning Australia Cup champions. I think we're set for a massive fixture here. This should be a really, really entertaining match. Of course, again, another fixture that we saw in round 1 last year, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair once again. I've got 3-2. I think Sydney FC are going to be a really, really dangerous team this year. And not saying that I think Victory won't. I think Victory might just take a few weeks to sort of get those new players gelling together. You've got the likes of Zinedine Machash, Fabian Monge, a bunch of new players coming in for Melbourne Victory who, might just take a couple of weeks to sort of settle into that new system. Coming up against A-League opposition and quality opposition like Sydney FC, they might not get the results too early, but I still think they have enough to finish in the top 6. Sky Blues, though, I think at home should be getting the win here. Could be an entertaining match. That Saturday night fixture. And then across on the other side of Sydney in the West on Sunday, Arvo, I've got Wanderers winning 2-0 against Wellington Phoenix. I think this Wellington side, could really impress this year, could really surprise. It's a new era for Wellington Phoenix under Giancarlo Italiano, but I really worry for them. They haven't been that busy in the transfer window. West City Wanderers have been very, very busy. Look, a lot of outgoings, but the players that they have brought in suggest that they have enough to be winning their home games. And I think against Wellington here, they should be winning comfortably at home. They have the stronger squad, but once again, a chance for Wellington to impress away from home in round 1, which wraps up with Perth Glory taking on Newcastle Jets. Excited to watch both of these two teams. New coaches coming in. You've got Alan Stajic at Perth Perth Glory. Robbie Stanton, formerly at Sydney FC, now at Newcastle Jets. Some good young players coming through at both teams. Very, very intrigued to watch this matchup, but I think a home win for Perth Glory is probably the most likely outcome. Again, very curious to see what Newcastle pulled out here. They did look all right during patches in their couple of Australia Cup games. You've got the youngsters like Clayton Taylor, Lockie Bayless coming through. So I think Jets will win a handful of games this season. Perth Glory, though, really, a lot of people sort of really excited about what Alan Sturridge is creating over there. They have a decent squad, and I think they should be winning this one at home 1-0. So there you go. There's my predictions for round one. Drop your predictions in the comment section below. And if you want to join the tipping league, the Coastwood Football Tipping League, the official tipping league, as well as the Fantasy League, I'll leave the codes and links for those down in the description. So come and join the league. Also excited to announce that every Monday evening, we are going to be doing a live stream recapping the weekend. It's our weekly review every single Monday. So make sure you stay subscribed to the channel. Join us in the live chat. We'd love to get your thoughts after the round concludes. Join us on Monday evening, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Lockie. This is Coastwood Football, and I'll see you on Monday. Cheers.